Hi kids, welcome to VKids Moral and Bedtime Stories, where every adventure begins with a sparkle. The little squirrel who shared his nuts once upon a time, deep in the heart of the big green forest. There lived a little squirrel named Nibble. Now, Nibble was just an ordinary squirrel, or so he thought. He loved two things more than anything else: finding shiny brown acorns and hiding them in secret spots. Every morning, he would hop from branch to branch, his fluffy tail bouncing behind him, searching for the tastiest nuts. By winter, his hiding places were full, and he felt proud knowing he had enough to last until spring. One day, as Nibble was busy burying more acorns, he heard a soft chirp. He looked up to see a little robin sitting on a bare branch. The robin looked thin and shivery. "Are you all right?" asked Nibble, hopping closer. "I can't find any berries," the robin chirped sadly. "The snow has covered them all." "I'm so hungry, but there's nothing to eat." Nibble thought for a moment. He had plenty of nuts, more than he could ever eat alone. His mother had once told him, "A full belly feels nice, but a full heart feels even better." So he scurried to one of his hiding spots and brought back a big, shiny acorn. "Here, you can have this," he said. The robin chirped happily and pecked at the nut. It was the most delicious thing she'd tasted all week. As the days went by, more and more animals came to Nibble for help. One day, a hedgehog ambled by. "Hello, Nibble," he said. "I'm afraid I cannot dig through all this frozen ground. Could you spare a few worms? You know how much I love worms." Nibble had some in his stash. He scurried up a tree and dropped a handful into the waiting paws of the hedgehog. Then a family of field mice came running. "Nibble, please help us," squeaked the mother mouse. "We've run out of food. It's so hard to find seeds under all this snow." Nibble didn't hesitate. He led them to his secret store and gave them as many nuts as they needed. Day by day, his pile of nuts grew smaller and smaller. But whenever he saw the happy faces of his friends, his heart grew bigger and bigger. The other squirrels scolded him for being such a generous fool. "Don't you know we need those nuts to survive the winter? You're just wasting your food helping others." But Nibble didn't care. He knew that what he was doing was right. Then one morning, Nibble woke up to the sound of birds singing. He peeked out of his cozy dray, and his heart leaped. The snow had melted. The forest floor was a patchwork quilt of brown and green. Flowers poked their heads through the soil, and butterflies fluttered past. Spring had finally come. As Nibble came out of his home, the robin, who had first come to him for help, landed on a nearby branch. "Nibble," she chirped, "you were right. There are plenty of berries for all of us now. And because you helped me, I want to help you, too." And with that, she pecked him on the head, then flew off into the trees. A few moments later, she returned with a worm in her beak. She dropped it into Nibble's paws. "For the kind hedgehog who helped me find food when I was hungry," she chirped. Then she disappeared into the bushes. Soon, the hedgehog ambled by, bringing sweet blackberries for Nibble and the mice. Nibble had become friends with all the forest animals, and they loved to spend their days playing together. One day, they even invited him to a picnic. They feasted on sweet seeds and berries and laughed as they told each other's stories. Nibble realized he had more friends than he could have ever imagined, and he learned that when you share what you have, the forest and your heart becomes warmer, no matter how cold the winter. The end. That was such a fun story. I bet you loved it as much as we did. We create magical stories that take you on an adventure. Don't forget to shine bright. Join our world and let your imagination run wild. You can even send us your own stories, and we might feature them on our channel. If you did, don't forget to like the video. It really helps us out. And subscribe to join our magical story world. Click the bell so you never miss an adventure. We've got so many more stories to share with you. And for those of you who are new here, hello, welcome. So until next time, sweet dreams, little stars.